Hello everybody, it's Adventure Jam Games and welcome back to, wait, oh, God, what is happening? Find Love or Die Trying. This might be a grand finale episode. I might make it, like, as long as I need to be to get to the end of this game. But we'll see. I feel like we're close, but I don't know how close I am. So we're really gonna, I've lost all sense of my vocabulary. We're gonna girly pop today. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm doing. But I know we have to be close. If at bare minimum there's 5 days left, I will gladly read and react to the next 5 days. I am fine with that doing that in one video if I can speak at all. That would be great. But without further ado, you really gave our audience a run for their money yesterday with Scarlet. And that was before the zombies got involved, believe it or not. Wow. I'm glad to hear that. You think you'll choose Scarlet at the end of this? Too early to say. I figure it's best to make things seem uncertain as possible and not get too focused on any one girl. Yeah, I agree. Kat said that getting low ratings during the show would end up with them shutting it down early. If that happens this time, then game over. Oh, so will my decisions actually make an impact? The only reason why we're able to make these moves right now is because Allie's machine glitched out. Who knows if that will ever happen again. Yeah. There's no room for error. Too early to say right now, but she's definitely up there, Kat. I like the sound of that. But do you know what I even like? Do you know what I like even more? Drama. And what better way to start that fire than a full date with another woman? If it ain't broke. So who's it gonna be? Am I flashing back or something? Have you ever noticed that there's only one room in the mansion that's locked? Nope, not even a bit. Really? It's right by the games room, and it's not the hidden one. I'm starting to understand why you've been stuck here all this time. I was snooping around at night looking for snacks when I saw Kat open it using a black key she kept on a key ring in her pocket. It's definitely a master key. I've seen her use the same key both in the mansion as well as on other buildings. It sounds like it would be pretty good to get our hands on that. Exactly. If you give me that key, even for a minute, I can make a mold of it and we can use it as a duplicate key. Ooh. I'm betting that would be pretty helpful for us getting out of here, to put it lightly. That's awesome, but wouldn't Kat notice her master key going missing? You're absolutely right, especially if you or I try to take it. I'm feeling a but coming. But it won't be you or I taking it. Tomorrow, ask Yui on a date, okay? Let me go get Yui. By the end of tonight, you'll both understand why it has to be you two. I'd say sounds like a plan, but I have no idea what's going on. Yeah, okay. Trust me, Ash, when have I ever been wrong? I could list every single date we've been on this. Those don't count. Yui. Okay, so it was a flashback. It seems so weird, but I'm understanding. I'm sorry, I'm really slow right now. Nothing's working, my words aren't working, nothing's working, so... there's just something about her, you know? We'll make it happen. Don't repeat the same words every date, okay? That's a little suspicious, me. You're talking to me. It's the first date since getting all the girls' memories back. We went for a walk out in the woods, the same date we had when we truly had met for the first time. Wait, truly had met again for the first time. It was a little awkward at first figuring out how not to give away what we knew on camera, but we figured it out pretty quick. So nice to see you again. I feel the same way. After all this time, it's got to be fate, hasn't it? It must be. To be honest, I feel like things are going a little over my head. The show, meeting you again, everything, it's just moving so fast. Sometimes I feel like everything's just moving too fast for me to keep up. But with you, everything feels alright, like I know it's going to be okay. Would you be okay if we spend today this way? She leaned in closer and put her arms around me. I wouldn't have it any other way, Yui. Wait a minute. What about getting a master key? I can tell from your face what you're thinking about. Don't worry, I've got that covered. I knew it. I knew it. I was thinking about it. I was like, there's one thing to Yui that she has that nobody else has, and that is a bunny that has the ability to steal Allie's hat and outrun her, as well as, like, cause absolute chaos. So, like, Bun 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 is gonna be our ultimate savior right now. Bun 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 darted out of a nearby bush and ran to Yui's side. Who's a good boy? You're a good boy. She picked him up and hugged him tight. It was impossible not to smile. Almost forgot. Bun Bun Bun? Hunt! Bun 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 left out of her arms and dashed towards the mansion. And with that out of the way, how about we walk for a little longer? What just happened? She reached for my hand, then held it tight. I'd like that. We walked and talked for hours. When we took breaks, we laid next to each other in the grass, talking about anything and everything. Yui's a lovely girl. At times I remember how dire the situation we're in, and I couldn't help but freeze up. But with you, I am never afraid to face those fears. She makes me braver with just a smile. Even when she couldn't ask directly about what was on my mind, she found ways to comfort me despite that. And in turn, to make her smile made me feel lighter than air. A life with her would be wonderful. We've got to make sure to get us out of here safe. Ash? Yeah? I love you, Ash. I hope we can spend another day together just like this soon. Can't wait for that day. I'll be counting the days till then. I can't tell what is acting and what is not, because they could be playing right into the hand of the audience to make sure that the show goes well. So I don't know. I know there's the inner dialogue that has the no person text that, like, this one. So I don't know. My brain's trying to just think of what's truly happening now, because I don't trust anything anymore. We walked back to the mansion together, hand in hand, then we went our separate ways. I forgot that this was... I was expecting something to happen, but I didn't know what was going to happen. You would not believe what would happen to me today. What happened? I got attacked by some kind of forest monster. He's at least 10 feet tall, had monstrous teeth, and there's at least 5 of them. Took everything I had not to laugh. Luckily, I managed to fight them off without any permanent injury. I made sure that 4 deleted the footage that was both embarrassing and traumatic. That's good to know. This is the worst run yet, man. What do you mean by that? Oh, nothing. I've just had a long day. I'll bet. You should get some rest while you have the chance. 5 forest pieces, nothing to sniff at. You're making fun of me, aren't you? Not at all. Forest piece affect 1 in 10 people. It could happen to you. Right. I'll see you later. Good night. That's funny. Mission success. Can't believe that worked. How did you train your pet bunny to do all that? It's all thanks to our special training last night. I may have made a few contracts with a few devils from the forest, but I'm sorry, what? I'm half kidding, don't worry about it. Which half? Yeah, that's a good question. Yui, what kind of forest witch are you? That's my question. What kind of druid? What kind of things you got going on? The key's ready to use? Not yet, which sucks. It's going to take a little longer for the makeshift plaster to set. Where'd you get the plaster from, by the way? Believe me, knowing more about how we got it will not make you any happier as a person. Okay. I'm cool with not knowing. Anyway, the keys will probably be usable by tomorrow morning, but you'll have to wait. You'll have to have your next date by then. We'll test them out as soon as it's night tomorrow. Sounds good? Sounds good to me. Awesome, let's go team. How about you let the rest of us girls know? What? How about you let the rest of the girls know? Oh, my brain was like, what am I letting them know? I don't understand what's being said. I'm letting them know about the key and the plan. 4's disabled the audio recordings in the house at night, so we should be good to talk back up there. I'll let them know. Thanks, 4. I still don't know how I feel about 4. I walked back up the staircase back to the mansion. Where are they? I can hear some sound from the kitchen. I'll make my way over. Hey Violet, how are you? Goodness, apologies, I didn't see you there. You seem pretty deep in thought. What's on your mind? Besides the say hundreds of different versions of memories of the same week, I'm worried for the people back home. Yuri has her sisters to worry about, though she tries not to burden anyone with that feeling. Everyone has family out there, and who knows what happened to them in the last, well, however long we've been trapped here. I've never gotten along with my parents that well, but even so, they must be worried sick. I'm sure they're doing fine. And they're going to be so happy to see you again. You're right. There's no way you could know that for sure, could you? I guess so, but we've got to believe, right? I suppose you're right once again. When we finally escape this dreadful place, I'm going to hold them so tight. It's kind of funny. What is, Violet? I told you I had a twin sister, right? Yeah, you did. Her name was, Viola. That would be her. She was always my parents' favorite. You know, the type... The emphasis on the words that I just said. You know the type. She came first in just about everything, while I did not. Even so, we got along just fine. I'm proud to call her my sister. Then there was the accident. She saw the car before I did. She moved to protect me before I could. And in the end, she was hit before I was, and she died for it. Oh, goddamn, I wasn't expecting that. I'm so sorry, Violet. Before then, I had no problem being second place to her. But for her sake, just that one time, I wish I had come in first. I'm oversharing, aren't I? I apologize. It's okay, Violet. Just say what you're feeling. You're kind, Ash. It's something I adore about you, you know? After Viola died, I did my very best to live up to the standards she set for my parents. You can probably guess how well that went. I wasn't as good as running the business, or appearing prim and proper, or even things like finding a partner. It's a little embarrassing, really. That's the whole reason why I came here. Parents saw an ad for the show and thought it might help me. Or perhaps they just wanted to kick me out of the house, make more room for my new baby brother. Couldn't resist the chance for them to support me for once. At times, I feel like I can't do anything right. Look at how this show is developed. This is a nightmare in every regard. Violet. Yes? I held her in my arms tightly. You're an incredible woman, and believe me, there's nothing you can't do. I've seen you put the fear of God into the Brothers 5 and make delicious meals that some people would probably kill for. Even in this nightmare, it's one we're going to get out of together, and we wouldn't be able to do it without you. You are too kind. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. But enough about me. Have you remembered anything about why you came here? Fortunately, I haven't, but I'm hoping that the master key we pilfered. Why have I never seen this word, and why do I not know? I feel stupid, I'm embarrassed, I don't know my English, and this is a phrase that my character is saying, and I can't even say it myself, and so I'm disappointed in myself. The master key we copied. I assume that's what that means. We copied will help us with that. I hope so, for your sake. In the event where it does not provide any answers, my previous offer about finding you help outside of here to get your memories back stands. Thanks, Violet. I really appreciate that. It's the least I could do. I still fancy you quite a bit, you know. I know it's not the time or place, but when we get out of here, perhaps you'll join me for a lovely cruise around what's left of the world. I'm looking forward to that day. As am I. Okay, I'm concerned about the fact that I'm realizing I'll probably end up still having to choose one of the 5 girls. I'm sensing that's coming. They all still are fond of me in some way, shape, or form. Obviously, going on dates many times over has gotten to the point of, like, there's still connections, even though they were like, I can't believe you were with the other 4. There's still that connection, and so I know I'm gonna have to choose one, and that makes me feel bad, because I don't like making decisions like this where it makes people feel sad, because there's gonna be one person that's gonna be like, yeah, that's awesome, and the rest are gonna be sad, and I can't emotionally take that. But we're just gonna pretend that it's all gonna be okay. We talked for a few minutes longer before we retired for the night. For once I lay in my bed not worrying about being killed. For once I was excited for what tomorrow would bring. It's only up from here. Jump scare! Ash! Ellie, what are you... Never mind that. You've got to come down to the lab. What is it? We found something, and I know you'll want to see it. She reached for my hand and pulled me as we ran. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. The other girls were already in there, crowded around a table with a pile of folders on top of it. What's going on? I was just looking around the lab when I stumbled across these. There are files. I didn't read anyone's but my own, but I have to warn you. Caution was the last thing on all of our minds. Most of us scrambled to find our own file, except Yui, who was already holding hers, and Allie. Weird. There's no file for me here. Of course there's not. Of course I'm not gonna find out anything about me. I double-checked, but there was nothing for me. Guess I'm not getting any answers today. Allie slowly walked to the pile, found her own, and opened it in one fluid motion. Interesting. What is it? Allie Majors, sent to the island for being suspected of committing treason against the government. Selected for the experimental show for fitting the sporty girl archetype. We need one of those. Huh. It's good to know this whole get-up was a good idea. Did you know I actually hate sports? I've never seen Ellie look so angry. Let's see, they got all the fake information I gave. That sounds about right. What is it? They've been taking extremely detailed notes on me for every single run of the show for the past 2 years? What I've done, things I've said in private or with others, they've got notes down here to how and when I brush my teeth, how I react differently when they change the show or tell me different things, or we're nothing but lab rats to them. It's true, and it's my fault. What do you mean? If I hadn't invented the machine in the first place, none of this would have ever happened. It's not your fault. You really wanted to help people, and that was a great thing. Whoever used your invention for this is to blame, not you. If you say so. My file says they wiped my memories and put me on the show to make sure that no one else could build this technology. Oh, that makes sense. I can't even begin to understand how that could even be a reason for causing all this. I'm not sure we'd even want to understand the people who run this place. The room fell silent. I wanted to crack a joke to ease the tension, but it was impossible. Thank goodness. Wait, what? Surprised to hear you say that, Yui, all things considered. Sorry, I know how that must have sounded. Sorry, guys. Mine's the same as Allie's. They've tracked, measured, commented on so many things about us so many times it feels so violating. But it's not all bad. Did I ever tell you why I came to the show, Ash? No, why's that? I forgot. I wasn't allowed to tell you. That was one of the conditions. To be completely transparent, the reason was money and nothing but that? It was hard enough to take care of myself without my parents, let alone 2 sisters and a whole farm. I remember now, it was Kat who reached out to me. She told me if I came to the show, my sister and the farm would be taken care of for life. I know this is all horrifying, but I'm just glad she held up her end of the deal. Even if I might die here and never see them again. That's too depressing to think. Okay. When she said it was all for the money, my first reaction was like, Yui, that hurts. That's mean. How dare you? But then it's like she did it for her family. It wasn't for selfish reasons. So I'm like, okay, it's okay. It's fine. I'm going to get out of here and see your sisters again, together. Thanks, Ash, I like that. I'm curious, Yui, what kind of archetype did they list you as? The girl next door. Damn it, that sounds a lot better than the gaming gremlin. I knew that one. Yui, Scarlet, Ali, and I laughed. At times like these, having a mood lifter like Tara around was critical. Looked at Violet, who had been silent the whole time. She was trembling. Violet, are you? Please, God, don't let this be true. Violet fell to her knee and sobbed, her hands against her face. I rushed to her side. You okay, Violet? Violet threw her folder against the floor, causing the papers inside to scatter through the room. Nothing, it's okay. It doesn't matter if I get off this island or not. I'm not like you, I have nothing to go back to, no one to stand by me. It's nothing for me either way. Violet, wait. She ran to the stairs, her sobs echoed the staircase through the lab. I moved to follow her, but Yui stopped me. I think she might need some time alone. I didn't mean to look, but after her parents' papers scattered around the room, maybe you should just read it. Okay, did her parents die? Is her parents part of the people doing this? That's what I'm going for right now. Handed me the papers that was Violet's file. Violet Valentine is a special case. Otherwise unremarkable, but she's the daughter of Edgar and Vane Valentine, one of our primary investors. It's my understanding that they have recently had a son and want for him to be the next heir after Viola passed. Edgar and Vane sent the remaining daughter Violet to us, full well knowing that what the show would entail. They have paid us an incredible sum to make sure that she does not return from the show. Wow. Wow. That's so messed up. Even for me, this is too cruel. It was too hard to keep reading. I closed the folder and just stared open-mouthed at Yui. There were no words. Wow. I knocked on Violet's door later that night, but it was no use. Please just leave me alone. I'm here if you want to talk. Even if she opened the door, I would have no idea what I was supposed to say. What could anyone say? I was wrong? It's not only up from here? There's a long way down? Whew. Whew. Jesus. Youch. Going harsh right now. So glad that I'm deciding to do a mega episode. It's hardly a surprise, but I didn't sleep well last night. Who could, after what happened? Just like that, we're on to day 3. Gotta thank you, Ash, you're making my job easy. I actually get to spend my nights doing productive things now. Happy to help with that, however that works. You alright? You don't seem to have your usual energy. Careful, one slip up with Cat and this is all over. I'm good, thanks. I just didn't sleep well. Happens to the best of us. Anyway, goes without saying that Yui is definitely contender for the final ceremony. We'll see. Not so sure just yet. Oh really, that's a surprise. Well, not my problem. Anyway, who's today's unlucky girl? Yeah, flashback. Should it be Violet? So, who should I be asking on a date tomorrow? Honestly, joking aside, I think you should ask Violet. Yeah. Really, I don't think she's in any shape to put on a good show. I mean, we need all of us to be able to work together well to get out of here, right? I don't think Violet would be able to until she's feeling better. And what a better way to do that than for a date to make you feel special. Tara does have a great point. I always make great points. Like seeing if I could arm wrestle one of the zombies Scarlet made. That went great. Oh, I remember that. Wait. I was the zombie. That was not a good idea at all. Can I take my vote back? What do you think? I like the idea. Could kill 2 birds in 1 stone. I'm sure that there's something that we could do. I'm sure there's something that we could do to help us escape that could only be done on a date with Violet. I've got it. Tomorrow you'll be going on a date with Violet. Here's what you gotta do. And I'll find out during the date. Violet. I've always wanted to spend more time with her, and there's no time like the present. We'll make it happen. I do have one small request, though. What's that? And will it give me ratings? Oh, I didn't realize he was talking for a second. I think it will. Well, let's hear it. I've noticed Violet being a little down lately, so I wanted to cheer her up. I heard that she really likes cooking, especially in groups. Would you mind if we cooked with the staff at noon? I don't see why not. Let's hope it goes better than last time. I'm in a bit of predicament. You see, I may have made an irresponsible bet. I did not take you for a gambler. Well, I'm not, but the thing is, I heard the cooks bragging that they were the best chefs on the island. But hey, I've tried the food you've made before. I know nobody else could come close to how good you are. So I may have challenged them all to a competition in your name. You're ridiculous, Violet laughed out loud. There's that smile I like so much. It was nice to see it again. Are you being serious? Dead serious. In a few hours, hundreds of staff are going to come here, some of them as challenging cooks, some of them as judges, the rest looking for lunch. All of them hungry. Think you're up for the challenge? I'm ready to crush the opposition. They will rule the day they challenge me. That's the Violet I like to see. Anyway, what's the theme of this contest? I can't tell you just yet. It'll be announced when it's cooking time. I do like a challenge. Would you care to stay with me as I prepare for the festivities? Of course. Thank you. I know why you're doing this, and I appreciate it. I'm not ready to talk about it just yet, but I feel happier already knowing you are looking out for me. I was going to be here for you. And I for you as well. We spent the time before the contest just talking about pleasant things completely unrelated to the show, completely unrelated to anything of consequence. Sometimes when bad things happen, what you need most is just a semblance of normalcy. It's been a while since I've seen the brothers. Okay. So 4 is our spy on the inside. He's the only one with glasses. Interesting little note to point out. By the time noon rolled around, hundreds of staff members were filing into the kitchen. I don't want to face you, Violet, but I will if I must. Oh, you're challenging me. Like a snail challenging the mighty eagle. You have my respect. Is it too late to change sides? You're going down, Violet. We're the Brothers 5, the best chefs on the island. What's that, too? What I meant to say is, wow, you really are the best chef on the island. That's right. Damn it, bros. You can't let her intimidate you like this. If we do, she's already won. Say something, 4. We'll meet on the culinary battlefield, Violet. You may have my brothers running for the hills, but not me and 5. Come at me. Let us brandish our forks against each other. Okay, go off, 4. Spitting some somethings. Spitting some words. 5, you have anything to say? Wait, what's happening? I do hope you'll entertain me, brothers. Violet raised a pan towards them. Let us begin. It's time for the cook-off to end all cook-offs. Each cook will cook their own version of a mysterious dish, a dish I will soon reveal for the first time ever. The judges will be everyone who's not a contestant. You must be joking, there's hundreds of people here. How could we ever feed everybody? That's not my problem. I definitely didn't come up with the rules for this tournament on the spot. Liar. Brett laughed once more. That was enough to keep the charade going. The mystery dish will be spaghetti and meatballs. Like taking candy from a baby. Not this again. Oh god, I think I'm gonna faint. One collapsed on the ground. 1 down, 4 to go. Bro! I knew we should have been accountants. Why are we fooling ourselves? You each have 1 hour. No late submissions will be accepted. Let the games begin! Contestants that were still conscious rushed to gather ingredients. Are they going to make that much food? I'm sure they'll figure something out. Watch each of them cook furiously at breakneck speed. Violet was hard at work, sweat streaming down her face with the biggest smile I had seen her have all day. Couldn't help but smile as well. At the same time, 4 was trying to cook his spaghetti with only a microwave. I'm not sure this will be too much of a contest. 1 minute left. Violet filled hundreds of laid out bowls with spaghetti and meatballs in a matter of moments. If you blinked, you'd miss her finish a whole row. Each looked both delicious and artistic. You would have thought a cook would have spent much longer than an hour putting each of them together. 5 settled on making about 4.5 bowls. I guess everyone has their own pace. Time's up. It's time to judge. The crowd cheering as they stampeded over to laid out bowls. They were practically salivating. After everybody wolfed down bowls from each of the contestants, they submitted their vote. The people have spoken, and with a resounding majority of our first ever winner of the Best Chef on the Island in the Middle of Nowhere award is Violet! The crowd cheered, myself included. I did it, I did it. Violet jumped up and down with joy. Felt like a kid in a candy store just from one look at her. You won fair and square, you should be proud of yourself. Yeah, your food was the best I'd ever had. Though if you consider our living standard, that doesn't mean too much. Hey, I just had an idea. What if we get Violet to cook for the staff at lunch instead of us? Seriously, it's been years since we've had real food. What's that supposed to mean? Honestly, I think it's a great idea. I know I had it well, but I really have no idea what I'm doing in the kitchen. No way, bro. Violet and I took a look at each other and couldn't help but laugh. I would love to, you guys. The crowd's enthusiasm reached a level of uproarious applause. Violet, Violet, Violet. Oh goodness, you're all too kind. Put my arm around her and smiled. Guess you've got a new job now, Violet. I guess I do. One's just dead. Violet leaned in to kiss me on the lips. Oh! Oh my goodness. Whoa there. Oh, hold it. Whoa. This is just the first day we've been... For a moment, time stood still, and the only thing I could hear was the crowd cheering getting even louder. Violet! 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 Okay. We laughed together. I had so much fun today. Thank you. Care to join me by the beach after we clean this place up? Sounds like a plan. I'll see you there then. Hey, she reached her hand out to mine and I held it tight in return. Hey, Violet. It gave them a great show today, you know. I couldn't have done that without my ever so charming television host. We walked along the beach, our feet bare in the inviting water of the ocean. God, I'm trying to read at a decent pace. Really, I'm so grateful to you. Last night, finding out what my parents did, it was the lowest point I'd ever been to. Held her hand even tighter. Honestly, I didn't see a way out. Escaping the island or not, everything seemed like a dead end. But today, you helped me remember that even without them, I've still got me. And I like me quite a bit. You really are incredible, Violet. That was all you. With you. Violet mumbled something under her breath. Sorry, what was that? Oh, sorry, let me try again. I know I'd be fine on my own, but I'd like me better if I was with you. When we get out of here, I do hope you join me for that cruise. She kissed me again. It felt like magic. Violet, she put her fingers against my lips. Shh, I know it's not quite the time for this conversation yet. Please do remember what I've said when it's all over. Do you mind if we just walk a little longer? I don't want this to end. I'll walk with you for as long as you wanted to. We can walk till the sun comes up. We can talk about anything and everything. So how about we start with planning our cruise together? That would be lovely. We walk together till dead of night. It's nothing less than magical. I'm realizing that this is going as like 4th final dates with these people, even though Violet's was the only like true like solid date that stepped up from the others. The other 2 was for the plot. We needed Scarlet for her science, and then we needed Yuri for her bun, yeah. This was just a date. So now I'm sure Tara's gonna be next, and then we got Allie. I think it's going in that order. Scarlet, Yuri, Violet, Tara, Allie. Is it going in the... Okay, I don't know if it's doing it because of my decisions or if it's just so happened to be going on in the order that I did third dates with. So, because I did third date with Scarlet first, then Yui, then Violet, then Tara, and then Allie. It's just happening to work out. I don't know if that's my fault in terms of my decisions, or if that just so happens to be how the game is. I'm not sure, and I just now noticed that, as now I can't stop thinking about that. We came back. Just after we came back, a huge storm hit outside. We just missed it. Hope you enjoyed your date today. I'm sorry to interrupt, but it's time we get the show on the road. Allie took out the master key from her pocket, spun it around the ring with her finger, and then put it in the locked door. And we're in. She turned the lock, then pulled the door open. Whoa, the door's a little heavier than I thought it would be. Must be soundproof or something. Whatever, let's go. Oh man, not another staircase. We're going into somewhere new, guys. They would have saved so much money if they just put this on the main floor. But it wouldn't be very secret then, would it? Secret schmeekret. It's behind a locked door. I guess you have a point. Though there was another staircase, it wasn't nearly as long as the one to the lab. We'd been walking down the steps for only a few moments when we saw where they led. This has to be it. What's it? A while back, Kat told me that all the information on the island was stored in books. They didn't use anything digital or with the internet. I think I remember that too. Well, it's BS. They're an evil corporation intent on world domination through fear and control. Of course they have the internet. And I think we just found a way into their closets, skeletons and all. Sounds like a pretty big deal. That's an understatement. The information in here could change the tide of the war. It could give the resistance a real fighting chance, I think. But there's more than that, too. What do you mean? My dad, mom, and my brother got taken by these guys a long time ago. I don't know if they're still alive. I was too young to really understand what was happening. If there's anything that could help me find them again, or at least find out what happened to them, it's in this computer. That was the real reason I came here. The whole reason I risked everything. Your to-do list from the last episode. It wasn't it wasn't on my to-do list at first. It's a good thing you're so cute. I'm kidding, jeez. I'm so confused. What was on your to-do list? And are you complimenting me or are you not? I don't know. What if it doesn't have what I'm looking for? What if... Allie, you ran to Allie's side and hugged her tightly. It's going to be okay. You believe in me, right? She took deep breaths. I'm sorry you had to see that. I'm okay now. Thanks, Yui. I didn't do anything. Are you ready? Let's do this. I looked to Violet as Allie prepared to turn the computer on. She looked as concerned as I did, but we couldn't let it show. Screen lit up with a single message. Password required. Well, I did think it was going to be I did think it was going to a little too smoothly. I'm not giving up just yet, though. She tried a few different passwords on the keyboard, but none of them worked. Damn it, I bet only Damien or Kat knows this, and there's no way we could just ask them. Silence fell on the room. It can't end like this, it just can't. I got an idea. Let's go, Tara. Let's go. It's not going to involve wrestling zombies again, is it? Hey, I've had better ideas than that. What I mean to say is, I think I have a way to crack the code. I'm a programmer. I can make something that could tell us all the possibilities for the password. It would take some time, especially if it locks me out after too many attempts, but eventually I'd get the password. Though there's no guarantee we'd get the answer before the show was over. It's a lot better of a shot than I thought we had. Allie ran over to Tara and hugged her tightly. Thank you, you awesome little you. This is nice. Feel free to compliment me more. Tara, liking the praises. Oh. In the meantime, the rest of us can try to figure out the password, what the password would be as well. Reminds me, I need to tell you guys something important. What's that? Heroic music! Yay! I have our escape plan. She took out the master key and held it out for us to see. There's a hidden hangar I found by the beach, just a little further from where I first found the plane. Now that we have this key, and we know that it works, we can use it to disable the hangar security commandeer a plane, then fly out of here. I practically jumped for joy. I can't believe it. We're almost out of here. It's been a long time coming. Well, soon, but not just yet. With the storm raging, there'll be no way we're getting anywhere tonight. Least of all off the ground. But it's clear skies tomorrow night. That's where we'll be. What about the computer? Don't you need to crack it before we go? Yeah, what about your family? Well, that would be the ideal case, but honestly, I've gotten to know you guys and care about you guys, and I've decided that it's more important to save the people I care about that are right in front of me than chase a pipe dream. No, I won't accept it. If I were in your shoes and I was looking for my sisters and I just gave up looking for them, I'd regret it forever, and I know you would too. But I can't ask you guys to stay here any longer. We're in danger if we stay here. Yui speaks for us too. To have family that you really care about and that cares about you too, you can't give up on that. We're not going anywhere till we crack that code, even if it takes till the last day. You guys, no, I can't allow it. I won't take the chance with your lives. I'm not backing down on this. What do you think? This is... Okay, I need to save right here. I feel like I'll be fine, but we need to take the chance. Because, like... I feel like there's multiple endings to this game, and that's why I'm making saves now. I'm realizing that this game is so much more intricate, at least I feel like it is. We need to take the chance. I think you need this. Guys, take a chill pill for a second. I'm a programming god, best of the best. The hero music again. I'm going to have that code cracked by tomorrow, and that's a promise. So don't worry, okay? Love you guys, thank you so much, really. Why are you thanking all of us? I'm the one who has to write the code. Not all of us need credit. I'm the one doing the work right now, okay? We laughed together, something that I thought might have been impossible after the initial bad news. We're in this together, and we're getting out together. No one gets left behind. Okay, I'm wondering if I'm going to now go on a date with Allie and save Tara, because Tara's going to be programming during the day. I don't know. After we called it a night, I laid in bed, unless I'm going to program with her, because that's kind of what our dates were before. Deep in thought. Who'd have thought I could have ended today feeling inspired after everything that happened last night? We've got this. What's up, Tara? I love her little game music. One more thing before you turn in for the night. What's up, Tara? I got caught up in the heat of the moment earlier, and oh no. I've got no idea. No, I do not like where this is going. How to do this, because I remembered that all I know about hacking videos are people typing really fast and saying I'm in, and God, I practically flew out of bed. Thank God. It was just a nightmare. Oh, it was just a nightmare. Oh God, wait. I actually thought that was genuinely happening. I got fooled. What does it take to get a good night's sleep on a killer dating show? Come on. Oh. Actually jump scared. What are you smiling about? Yesterday's date with Violet. Some things are going my way lately. Yesterday's date with Violet still has me feeling giddy as a little kid. It's almost like there's perks to being on a killer dating show. Well, don't get too comfortable. You've still got a few days left, and then it's back to the regular. I'm looking forward to that. I bet, better sooner than later. You cost too much to keep around. Anyway, the $1,000,000 question. Who's today's lucky girl? That'd be... Is it gonna be... So tomorrow's... It's going to be either Tara or Allie. It's probably best if we go with Tara. But doesn't Tara need time to crack the code? I already finished making the code breaker. It's trying every press word as we speak. No guarantee it'll finish before we're both done on our dates, but it's worth a shot. Thank you, Tara. Don't worry about it. Besides, I think it's better if we save your date for last. Why is that? I don't know. You're some super spy from the super secret organization. You definitely got bigger heist potential than I do. I don't know about that, but sounds good to me. I'll use the time to prepare some contingency plans. Why couldn't I say contingency? Scarlet, Violet, Yui, I'm going to need you guys for this. I'm happy to provide assistance. You bet. I'll help however I can. So it's gonna be Tara today. Okay. Sweet. Alright. Right. Ash, what's up? I didn't just build a code breaker. I built a game that works with it too. What do you mean? She handed me her console. I just whipped it up real quick. It looks like a code breaking game, but really it works directly with the computer we found. If you get the password right in this game, we'll have access to the computer. Make sense? Oh, do I get to play a game to game? Oh, please. Amazing. I can't believe you whipped up something so fast. It wasn't hard. It was just a big middle finger to my mom who thought my screen time was a waste of time. Fair enough. Anyway, I figure we could play this game here, and then during our date, try whatever passwords come to mind. Obviously, not for the whole date because ratings and all, but as much as we can. Sounds like a plan. I'm a genius, she cackled maniacally. You are. I'd like to spend today with Tara. Said so, we'll make it happen. Trying to spend all of it playing games though, believe it or not, that isn't what our viewers want in primetime slot. No promises, but I'll try my best. It ain't much, but I'll take that. Please tell me I get to play a game. Sorry, Kat, that's pretty much the plan. Hey, Asha, you hope to play some games? I'd love to, but Kat wants us to do some other games. It is, sweet. There's no stopping Tara when she puts her mind to something. Started playing together in their gaming room while making pleasant conversation. Normal enough to seem like a regular conversation, cryptic enough to disguise what we were trying to do. Even if Tara and I were never went on crazy adventures like I did with Allie, it didn't make moments with her any less special. If I forget that we're trying to hack some confidential database, this really is a fun day at home with your partner. How about Tara is the best? It's worth a shot. Nope, doesn't work. The nerve of them. Tara rules. That's a miss. Was the T capitalized? Maybe I had 0, 1, 2, 3 at the end of it. Thank goodness we have the code breaker running in the background. Time to switch gears. Let's give Kat some footage to work with to keep us alive. I wasn't expecting the change of music. Good God, Ash, why the sun? Ah, the one without me. Maybe this was the best idea. Some way or another, we always end up back inside the mansion, huh? And there's nothing wrong with that. Guess you're right. Up for a few more rounds of that game we just played? Sure. How about Damien Black sucks? Nope, doesn't work. Cat Black sucks? Not that either. How about Ash? Oh, come on, now you're just guessing. Like I wasn't before? Well, I'll try it. I'm the password? The two of us looked at each other like deer in headlights. What? We cheat as if our favorite team just won a sporting event. Wait a minute, why would the password be your name? That doesn't make any sense. My guess is as good as yours. Maybe we'll find out tonight. I hope so. Oh, I'm secretly an evil mastermind and they just took over my mansion and my dating show. I am the one who started this all. Well, I think I've had enough games for today. Never thought I'd hear you say that, Tara. I'm full of surprises. We can spread the good news after. How about we try something new today? Something outside? Sounds like a plan to me. Awesome, let's go. We ended up going back inside a minute later, but the rest of the day with Tara was still a lot of fun. Okay. 'Twas my name. And we're in. The password prompt closed with a satisfying ding. Whoa, there's a lot of stuff in here. Why would there be a folder called homework? Well, that's definitely a porn folder name. I'm glad Tara is aware of that. Tara was about to open it until Allie intervened. Do you mind if I take a look? I forget why we're here first. Forget why we're here for a second. Sure. Let's see. Allie started going through the folders, database reports, anything that could be useful. Same time, Tara started downloading all the files to her console. Doesn't look like there's anything about why my name was the password. All the rest of us could do was give Allie and Tara the space they needed. Seems like it's only going to be up from here, team. I was worried for Allie. Especially if we couldn't get into the computer, but it looks like we got it after all. It's too soon to say anything, but I hope you're right. Let's not jinx it. So what's the first thing we're going to do when we're out of here? I thought we weren't going to jinx it. I'm going to get straight back to helping people the way I know best. Nothing's changed in that regard. That is a lovely aspiration. Do me a favor and make sure your inventions don't get used on yourself again, okay? I mean, it's not like I was trying to. I admire how you can be so sure. As excited I am to leave this place, I'm not quite sure what I'll be doing after. That's totally okay, Violet. That's just part of the fun, just figuring out as you do. I suppose so. Violet looked at me and smiled. It's pretty much my plan at this point, too. Oh. Guess who's back, bish? What Tara wants to say is we did it. Got everything I need to help turn the tide of the war, and I know where my family is, and they're alive! I'd never seen Allie so happy. She jumped towards me and hugged me. Oof. That's fantastic. Well, that's such a relief. So happy for you, Allie. Good job, Tara. You cracked the code. Not all at once now. Tara telling herself good job. She does like the praise. Couldn't have done it without you guys. Thank you so much. We didn't have to wait this long to leave. But you guys did it for me and my family. I can't ever thank you enough. She pulled out the master key from her back pocket and swirled it around in her right hand. You guys ready to get out of here? Actually, I was thinking of staying here for the rest of my life. Not having internet is the best thing ever. I couldn't agree more. Let's get out of here. After you, Allie. Wait, are we going out already? Oh no, wait. New place, bunker! We followed Allie out of the mansion through the forest to the hangar. Oh, the music. Okay, I'm not gonna edit the colors the entire time this time. Oh, I did not see this. Granted, I don't go outside. I don't blame you, it's pretty out of the way. Not that we have to worry about it now. Allie pulled out the master key and swirled it around in her right hand. It's not gonna work. The key's not gonna work for this hangar. She walked to the door of the hangar, put the key into the lock, tried to turn it and it didn't work. Yeah, that's what I thought. She tried a few more times, but the lock refused to budge. I'm like, we can't be leaving now. I've got one more date to do. I don't understand. I've seen Kat use the key everywhere, including here. Must have changed the locks. Does this mean we're stuck here? I don't... It was rare that Allie tripped over her words. It hurt to see her so defeated. I don't know. Uncomfortable silence fell over us. Am I going to die here? Are all of us? No, we are not out of this just yet. I refuse to give up again. But we can't get into the hangar. There's no way to break in without triggering the alarms. For now, yes. But getting in later is a different story. If I remember correctly, whenever you went on a third date with Ash, you would fly in a plane together. Well, I'm assuming the plane was you two. It's just like you to try something crazy and drag in Ash. I can't refute that. That was definitely us. Okay. How we never died on those plane rides, I never know. That means the staff don't mind if you take the plane during the date, which means we should be able to ask for the key temporarily. We'd still be able to get the plane, just have to be during tomorrow's date. There'd be way more staff around than usual, but we'd still have a chance. I'm not sure about this. Exactly, the rest of us can be relatively close by, perhaps at the beach, to avoid suspicion. Then when you get the plane, we run over, you pick us up, and we're out of here. This could work. It's better than how my plan turned out anyway. I was worried for a second there, but it was for nothing. We've got this. We'd be in a tight spot without you. It's a team effort. Without each of us here, we would be stuck here with no chance of escape, I'm sure. Speak for yourself. I'm sure I could get out of here on my own. You would shut down the second you reached the beach, Dara. On second thought, maybe teamwork makes the dream work. We laughed together. The moon was definitely better than it was just a few moments ago. Spent the rest of the night talking through the details of the plan, including what we'd do if the unexpected happened. One thing was for sure, though, we weren't giving up on getting out of here. It all ends tomorrow. Let's go, guys. I'm so ready for this. I'm so ready for this. I don't think it's gonna end tomorrow though, because it's last date, something special planned for the 6th day. Kat said that. I know we're gonna get to the 6th day. We are gonna get to the 6th day. There's no way we don't. What do you know? You actually made it to the last one-on-one date. How are you feeling? Pretty good. Honestly, pretty good. I'm excited to see how the date with Allie will be. Oh, you've got a real surprise in store. She has all of us in the crew working extra hard to prepare a special date for you. By all of us, I mean the Brothers 5. How about you go find her? Spend some time together while we set things up for you. Sounds like a plan, Kat. Let's see. Oh, looks like she's by the beach. Guess that's where I'm headed. Don't do anything we can't air. Murder is okay, but God forbid someone takes their top off. I waved to Kat as I went on my way. Just as Kat said, Allie was by the beach. She was looking out on the ocean. Morning, Allie. It's always nice to see you. The difference between Allie's voice during the day and the night was like day and night. Yeah, sounds about right. Crazy how that works, me. Can't believe her voice would be like day and night during day and night. Whoa. Allie's voice during the day and night was like day and night. I guess we do have to worry about the cameras, but still it makes takes some getting used to. I know it's going to be tough to top your previous dates with all the other girls, but I think I've got a good shot. Looking forward to it, Allie. It better be. We've been saving the best for last. She reached out for my hand. Walk with me? I reached for her outstretched hand. Be my pleasure. Two of us walked around the beach for a while, getting to know each other. So, what will you be doing when the show's over? First thing I'm going to do is say hey to my family again and make them a nice dinner. I'm sure that they've gone sick with worry in the week since I've been gone. I wonder what they're thinking now. It's been at least 2 years since then. Kat was right, sometimes not remembering is a blessing. Allie doesn't have that luxury. Anyway, I've got a surprise for you. Come on. She pulled me along by hand into the forest. I have to say, Allie's really impressed me. Of course, it was her deliberate plan to come into the forest and get into the hangar, but she made it seem so spontaneous. You're going to love it. I saw it the same moment she did. All I can do is stand and watch. No. She staggered and almost fell. And who would to blame her? The hangar was engulfed in roaring flames. The heat was incredible. There was no way either of us could take another step towards the hangar without getting burned alive. I knew something was gonna happen. The stench of burning oil assaulted me without mercy. We were at a loss for words, and in front of all those flames was her, walking away from the flames. Somehow, I just know it was her. Sorry, Allie, Ash, there's been a small change of plans. I'm sure you can tell, but we've hit a few snags with the hangar. How about you two spend your day on the ground instead? I want to scream. I want to attack her with every bone in my body. Oh, wait! I can try to attack her? No! Okay, oh god! Why? Why are you giving me those kinds of choices? Oh my god! Oh my god! Don't give me those kinds of options! I can't do anything. But I can't. I can't or I'll be killed. Not just me, but everyone else. Okay, after I finish this series, I'm going to go back and try different avenues, because, oh my god, to hold myself back from giving away what this plane meant to me took all the strength I had. I need to calm down. Kat might be able to read my face and see that. Sounds fine to me, Kat. I'm just glad you're safe. What happened? We're still looking into it. Well, either way, there's nothing we can do about that. How about we go somewhere else, Ash? She reached for my hand and held it in tight. How could she smile like this at me? Of course, Allie. For the rest of the day, Allie and I were put on the performance of a lifetime. Though our faces were all smiles and laughter, we knew now more than ever that we were trapped in Kat's macabre puppet show. Masquerade? No, that's not the right word. We're stuck in a puppet show. Kat loved to make us dance. She must have known we were trying to escape, but how? Did we make a mistake? Did 4 give us away? Should we have ever trusted him in the first place? Who can I trust now? Time is ticking, and the end of the show looms closer and closer. It's time I'm supposed to meet with the group, but what would we even do? There's no way we can escape. The last chance died with the hanger. Should I just make a break for it? No, I'd never make it, and the others would suffer for my mistake. What do I do? You don't look so good, Ash. I've been better. It hasn't exactly been sunshine and rainbows today. You really aren't much for acting, are you? Look, I already know about you and your plan to escape. My blood ran cold. You know, take the plane, fly away from here. It wasn't hard to figure out. I tried to say something in my defense, but my voice wouldn't come out. Because all I could do was stand wide-eyed. I know you and the others found the lab, got your memories back. Well, at least the others did. And now... and I know that every night you all work together to try to find a way out. I mean, of course I'd know. I'm the reason why you got this far? What do you mean? Just follow me. You'll save all of us time. Walk to the locked room near the games room. Check out her master key and span it around. You never really thought about a bunny could take a key from me, right? Honestly, I don't know what to believe anymore. She opened the door. I don't know what's going on anymore. The others were inside looking as surprised as I was. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't kill you right now. How about 2? First, your inside man was never 4, it was me? I mean, come on. You wouldn't be smart enough for something like this. Second, you only ever had a chance of escaping this island because of me. Newsflash, Allie. Those tanks never just bug out. You're the only one who let me out of my tank. The one and only. I was at a loss for words, and I was no different. What do you want, Cat? Honestly, the same thing as you guys. I want off this crazy parade. I want out. I want you guys to include me in your little escape plan. What, do I have something on my face? I don't know what to believe anymore. You shot me? Was that to get the trust of your dad so you can pull off an escape in the future? As hard as it is to believe, the list of people who want to stay on this island is pretty short. We can't trust you. I'm not sure how, but I remember I tried to escape with you before. I trusted you. I even fell for you. Even 5 unbelievable. Allie, shush. And you betrayed me and shot me. There's no way you could ever trust you. You're going to stab us in the back. Is that true, Cat? I'm ashamed to say it is, but I didn't have a choice. No, you know how it is with Damien. It doesn't matter if you share the same blood. He'll take the people you love hostage and use them to force you to dance to his tune. I'm sorry I betrayed you, Ash. I really am. See, when I said in the last video, she looked genuinely upset. And, like, while I was editing, I'm like, okay, even if she is genuinely upset, that could all be an act. And, like, why would she be upset? She's the one who shot me. But, like, okay. But if I had to do it again, I'd do it again in a heartbeat because there was someone I needed to save. I know I must look like the villain to you, but believe me, I have people I care about too. If you're so compassionate, how come you burned up our only way out of here? You're lucky I did. If you'd actually flown as planned, you'd be at the bottom of the ocean right now. What do you mean? It's a cool trick of Damien's. He knew there was a chance that people on this show would recover their memories and try to escape. So he made us build the hangar and the plane. It's the one place anyone trying to escape would go. Exactly. I told you in the past, Allie, never fly that plane or take the boat out of sight on this island. If you did, you'd have blown up like fireworks. That Allie and I were in that plane, which was a little more than flying death trap. Sent a chill down my spine. Look, the simple reality is you need me to escape. Without me, you won't even make it past the barrier. What barrier? Exactly. And though I hate it, I need you guys to help me and my us escape. She reached her hand towards me for a handshake. Allies? Let's discuss first. Oh, I'm gonna have to decide, aren't I? I'm gonna need another save. Kat leaned against the wall while the rest of us debated what to do. Can we really trust her? This might be another trap. It's not like it'd be the first, by her, God. It's not like it'd be the first by her you fall into. You're right. That said, it's not like we have much to lose at this point. Even if she's done terrible things to us in the past, we need her to escape. You alright, Allie? It's fine, I'm just angry at myself. Hey, don't beat yourself up about it. We're all still alive, that's what counts. She's right, you know. I'm not sure how I'm feeling right now either, but we're alive. That counts for something. You're right. As much as I hate to say it, I think we'll need Kat's help, trustworthy or not, if we want to stay that way. I'm saving? We have to trust her. Sure. I'll be keeping my eye on her, though. Fair enough. We can't afford to blindly trust anyone who says they can help us. Alright, Kat, if you want our help, we're going to need to answer a few questions. That's fair. We gotta get as much information out of her as possible. Ask away. What is this sick show for? And why have you been forcing us to repeat it over and over? As someone from the Resistance, it should be obvious to you. This is just one of hundreds of killing shows we air. Shows that keep people scared, that keep people from organizing against the government. You want to paralyze people with fear? You broadcast exactly what would happen to you if you rise up. We're monsters, you know that? I don't disagree with you, but we're not in charge here. Some of us still have family to lose, Allie. Continue. Before we air each show, we test them internally on test audiences to see what kind of ratings they bring for the fortunate and what kinds of despair they bring for the less fortunate. If they tested well enough, we'd air it, but it wasn't efficient. But we couldn't just film a killing show over and over again to see which version of it rated best. You can't bring people back from the dead. It was the same for the test audiences. You couldn't just make them watch multiple versions of a show, as they'd remember previous versions that would influence their opinions. There was no way to test multiple versions of a show without losing the feeling that lads are really in danger. But the memory rewriter would have changed that. It did. We were able to reuse everybody, our volunteer actors, the test audiences. Since we could just make people forget what happened, we could film run after run of the show where each was as if it was the first time to all of you. It's exactly what we've been doing for the last 2 years. It was a lot to hear. I had a feeling, but to know the people looked at us like we were nothing but lab rats. While I genuinely was afraid for my life, it's sickening. We were silent for a while. If you've been testing the show this long, when's the real thing? There is no real thing. It's only what version tests the best. That said, there's only so much time Damien is willing to spend on the show, and that time is almost up. This is the last run of the show. If you don't escape before the end, you're all good as dead. I know Damien, and I've said that we'd let you and your chosen partner go if you achieve good enough ratings, but it's a lie, isn't it? Yeah. I'm sorry I've waited this long to try to help you guys. I've been too scared to risk it all, but I've got nothing left to lose now. She extended her hand to me for a handshake. Allies, at least until we're out of here. Don't really have a choice this time either, huh? If you wanted to, you could report us right now. That's true, and my word would count for more than all of yours. But that wouldn't save the person I need to. Like it or not, we have to work together. And it's a deal. Allie shook Kat's hand. Kat, are you sure you don't want to? I'm fine, Scarlet. It's not important anymore. We don't have any time to waste. If you say so. Anyway, the only time we can escape is the last day of the show. I know, I said that. Between midnight and just before the sun goes up. That's when the boat comes to welcome the newly engaged couple. And that's the only way off this island alive. It also doubles as a supply ship. We use it to replenish between each run of the show. Are there no other planes on this island? A boat would be far slower. Fortunately, it's not so easy. There's a protective shell around the island, which performs two functions. First, it renders us invisible to satellite. It's the reason why your people couldn't find us, Allie. Second, if anything bigger than a human being tries to get in or outside of the barrier, it'll get fried unless it's emitting a compatible IFF signal. I figured that's also why the sky could just be blacked out at any moment. Like, there had to be reasons for that. I knew there had to be, like, the day-night cycle was, like, faked or, like, something was going on there. The only way off the island will have to be that signal with that we will have. The only way off the island that will have that signal is the boat. I'm betting it will be heavily guarded. Well, yes, but not from people on it. The ship itself will be run by a skeleton crew. It's the staff on the island who we'll have to watch out for. That's the least question of how we'll deal with them. Last time I checked, there are hundreds of them, and not even a ton of us. Actually, it might not be so hard after all. I've got a plan that might work. Though I'll have to admit, it's a little crazy. I like the sound of that. If it involves zombies again, I'm out. You explained her plan to us with a renewed confidence that would inspire anyone to believe. Luckily, we'll still have tomorrow, so we have just the amount of time we need. This just might work, Yui. You're a mad genius. Let's just say I've been holding back my creativity till now. It's crazier than anything I'd imagine, and crazy enough to work. Let's get to work. Wait, were we even listening to the same plan? The others went their separate ways to prepare for Yui's plan. But Kat stayed. Our business wasn't finished just yet. What's up? What's your game? I want to trust you, Kat. I really do. But you're up to something, aren't you? Just like every other time I trusted you. I can't blame you for feeling that way. And I can't take back what I've done before. The only thing I can say to try to make you trust me is we both have people we care about, Ash. And that if I don't help you escape, the person I care about will go down with you. I'm not asking you for you to put your neck out for me. You'll never have to. I'm asking for you to help somebody that you've never met and never will. Somebody innocent. It's strange. This woman has put me through hell, treated me like a lab rat and more, and yet, somehow I think she's telling the truth. Honestly, it doesn't really matter if you trust me. You'll see tomorrow that I'm going along with Yui's plan either way. I'll trust you, Kat. Sorry for yelling at you earlier. Don't be, I literally shot you. I think that earns you the right to be angry and more, no? I've gotten to know you over these past years. Not for more than a couple weeks straight, but I got to know you. And I think you're rude and manipulative and have no problem lying to my face. Hey, can we skip to the part where you compliment me? You're also incredibly crass, you keep secrets from everybody, and you finished. But I don't think you're a bad person. Every time the show ran, you always talked to me to make me feel like I wasn't alone. You made sure I never lost hope. I know that was never part of the job, you didn't have to do that. Yet you did it over and over. It must have been so tiring to do that over and over, full well knowing that we were doomed. I don't know why you're doing this, but I believe that you do care about helping people. I'm flattered. But you've got me wrong. What do you mean? Everything I've done for you, the others, it's been for my own selfish reasons. It just happens to line up nicely. Though I appreciate the compliment. Unlike before, I couldn't tell if she was telling the truth. We went our separate ways shortly after. Spent the rest of the night helping the others preparing for the plan. I was exhausted when I went back to my room, but I still couldn't fall asleep for several hours. It was as if something's on the tip of my tongue, but I just barely can't grasp it. Yet somehow I know I'm closer than I've ever been. My guess for this big plan, the only thing that have made hundreds of people leave their posts and do something was the cooking show, right? That has to be a part of it. Like lunch. They said Violet's gonna be their lunch person. So what if Violet just makes lunch, makes it a bomb lunch, and then like Bun is a distraction somewhere, and then there's Scarlet's experiment over here. I feel like they gotta culminate everything at once to get all the staff scattered in their own directions. I don't know. Kat was true to her word. Instead of having another date on the 6th day of the show, she planned a huge party for the staff instead. A thank you for all the hard work party. As soon as she told her staff that Violet would be cooking for the event, all of them dropped everything and had to help. Okay, so I was thinking, while the staff prepared for the party grounds during the day, each of us were hard at work making sure other parts of the plans went well. Violet cooked mountains of food as if her life depended on it. In truth, it did. What's Yui doing? Yui was playing games with the staff outside. It didn't take long for her to become a fast favorite for them. I'm pretty sure half the staff were playing the games just so they can get her to notice them. And she knew it. I have to admit, I'm really impressed by Yui. Her plan is coming together. Tara and Scarlet joined forces to make sure all the staff joined the festivities. Tara used Kat's producer room to find any stragglers who hadn't joined the festivities. As Tara found them one by one, Scarlet turned on the charm and made sure that they came with her to the party. Okay. Then it was time for Scarlet to switch to her other mission. Allie took over, though I told she employed more force than charm. Meanwhile, I ran around like a chicken with its head cut off, trying to make sure every part of her plan was going smoothly. For once, it did. Okay. A few hours later, we had every staff member on the island partying their lights out. Everybody's here? You bet. You should have seen the ones that tried to run. I made sure everyone who came stayed, too. Perfect, everybody's eaten. As they should have. It is fine food. Looks like it's going according to plan. Damien's gonna come in and do something. Damien's gotta come in and do something. It's just going to... I'm just going to ahead and get to the fun part. Scarlet pulled out a remote from her pocket and pressed a button on it. A few seconds later, fireworks were shooting through the sky above the party grounds. The cheers of the staff were like thunder. And with that, the plan is going smoothly as it can be. Great job, team. We owe you one, Yui. Back at you, Allie. We cheered as firework after firework lit up the night sky. Oh, are fireworks supposed to be that bright? Come to think of it, these fireworks are practically blinding. I have to say, I did a pretty good job with these fireworks. Though there might be some side effects to watching them from so close. Let's worry about that later. Fireworks were the signal to those trying to escape. The fireworks were the signal to those trying to escape that there was nothing left to do except wait. It's going to be a long night. I know what we said before, but it'd be such a shame to spend the night just worrying over what may happen tomorrow. We might live, we might die, same as any other day. How about instead we just dance the night away? You know what, that sounds great. That sounds lovely, let's do it. Come on, let's dance like there's no tomorrow. Yuck. Don't be like that, Tara. It'd be good for us to blow off some steam. Dancing sounds like exercise, and exercise... Allie picked up Tara over her shoulder, and away we go! Come on! Scarlet grabbed my hand and pulled me with her to where people were dancing. The others followed close behind. Let me see a dance floor. Background dance floor. Damn it. They sure are carefree, huh? Some things never change. Maybe we'll get out of here tomorrow. Maybe we won't. I hope we do, though. I like to think that one day we'll look back and remember this day. It was the most fun night I've ever had out of all the nights that I can remember. We lived like there was no tomorrow. And now we'll find out if there's a tomorrow. And now we'll find out if there is a tomorrow for us. We waited in the darkness for hours, waiting for the boat to come. The plan was simple, yet had no room for error. They might not need the restock boat, though. Because it's the end of the show. They don't need to restock on anything. Right? First we need to make sure that the boat is really coming. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's later than usual. You think they're onto us? No, it'll just be a little longer. It's cold. There's no point worrying at this point. If they're on to us now, we're already dead. All we can do is wait. We waited for an hour more, then another, then another. We were losing hope. I guess we're... It's here! Cat pointed towards the ocean. We all looked in unison. Just as she said, the boat was coming. It looked huge despite how far it was. Must have been massive from up close. Alright, it's going to be a few minutes before it reaches the shore. Let's book it back to the mansion. Second, we need to get back to the mansion before the boat reaches the shore. From what Kat told us, the staff will physically inspect the mansion to make sure we're there. We can't rely on overriding the feeds. If we're not there, they'll sound the alarm and our chances of escaping will go from slim to nil. According to Kat, it's how I got caught last time. We made it back to the mansion. We rushed to our respective rooms, turned off the light, then jumped into bed and pretended to be asleep. A few moments later, I heard the sound of somebody opening a door. Must be them. There was a mechanical rhythm to it. Footsteps. A door would open. More footsteps. A short pause. Footsteps again. A door would close. Repeat. Over and over, closer and closer till it got to my room. Tried my best to make my breathing sound natural. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Footsteps. A second later, my door opens. I can tell there's probably about 5 people. Breathe in. Walking closer to me. Breathe out. I can tell 2 of them are in front of me. They're muttering something, muttering somewhere under their breath. You have to pity her. Come on, she could do better. Rude. Breathe in. Hey, something's wrong. It feels like my heart stopped. Breathe out. They're moving closer, closer to me, step by step. What's that? Breathe in. I think it takes everything I have not to move when every nerve in my body screams to run. This is it. They're on to me. Can't help but ball up the fist of my hand. Never mind. We're done for the night. Let's head out. Sounds good to me. I heard them walk further away from me, then outside the room. Finally, they closed the door. Breathed out like I never before. On to the next part of the plan. We regrouped downstairs. We're missing Tara. That wasn't so difficult, was it? Like taking candy from a baby. Wait, where's Tara? I'll go check on her. As if on cue, Tara came running down the stairs. I'm good, don't worry about it. And I definitely didn't fall asleep. I didn't buy it, and the rest of us didn't either. Alright, back to the problem at hand. And we may have avoided detection for now, but now there's going to be upwards of 100 guards on patrol between here and the boat. There's little to no chance we can make it there without being seen, but it's a chance we're going to have to take. Actually, we had just the thing for that. Courtesy of Scarlett and I. What's that? Well, we went through the trouble of preparing such a big party for all the staff. It would be a shame if we didn't give them a little extra to chew on, no? You didn't. Oh, she did. Just like an absurd scene from the art house movie Gone Mad. Is it zombies? Brains! Bananas! Brains and bananas! Grrr! Brains counting should have. Hundreds of zombies littered the field. I can't believe we never let you make... I can't believe we ever let you make anything, Scarlett. But I'd be glad that you did. Now that I think about it, couldn't we have just put a sleeping agent or something in it, like that in it? Where's the fun in that? Well, we'll have to go past them to get to the boat, right? Don't worry about it. I've got a fair share of experience taking down zombies. Something about that rubbed me the wrong way. Don't worry about it. Let's be on our way. We managed to sneak out of the mansion without much of a fuss. As soon as we got to the forest, it was smooth sailing. There was just a few zombies in there. To be honest, how much Scarlett enjoyed herself taking them down was more concerning. I'll worry about that when I get off the island. For now, I'll focus on getting out of here. A few moments later, we made it to the beach. The boat was clear in sight. Wow, it's huge. Let's not waste any time. Rushed onto the ship, we ran straight to the captain's deck. You guys were in here. It's practically guaranteed that the engine's been tampered with, and I need to fix it. If I know my father, he'll do it just the way it was last time. You know what? Ash, come with me just in case. Maybe that's where the crew members are. Lead the way. I'm worried. This is where it turns on me. This is how it turns on me. I'm isolated with Cat right now. It's pitch black inside. Cat had to shine a light to see anything strange. Where are they? Well, let's not look a gift horse in the mouth. Found it. Chalk it up to my dad, outsourcing everything to the grunts. This is child's play to me now. That's going to work, fixing the engine. Watch my back. We still don't know if we're in the clear. It's going to take a minute. Got it. Turned around and kept a look at it. It was almost impossible to see anything though. Since when were you a mechanic? Honestly, since my first failed escape. I had to teach myself. There isn't exactly a trade school on this island. If I hadn't, I'd never be able to help anybody escape this island. I'm sorry I didn't trust you before, Cat. I get it now why you did what you had to do. Keep talking like that and you'll raise a death flag for both of us. Jeez. Talk more later if you'd like. In the meantime, the boat is fixed. Nice. Let's tell the others and get out of here. Why is it going so smoothly? This isn't right. Something's gonna happen. We ran back to the others and told them the good news. Same time Cat revved up the engine of the boat, we were good to go. This can't be it. We jumped for joy as the boat started to move. I can't believe it. We're going to do this. We're finally getting out of here. It's hard to believe it's true, but we did it. No, you don't have to thank me all at once. Dude, calm down with your praises, okay? You really did it. Thank you, Cat. You really saved us. You did. We wouldn't be able to get to this point if it wasn't for you. No need to thank me. I actually should apologize that I didn't do any of this sooner. I knew something was gonna happen. The intercom rang out. Cat turned white as a sheet when we heard the voice that was all too familiar. No. Damn it. Damien. Ding, ding, ding. I guess you learned at least something in school, Cat. Not enough, clearly, but hey, it's something. That's got to win a participation ribbon somewhere. You knew what I was planning. Of course I did, dearie. I made you. I know exactly how you think. And I have to thank you. Your mother would be proud of the show you've given us the last 2 years. What? Oh, I'm sorry, did I forget to tell you? While you were busy filming Ash and those other... Whoa. That's rude. We're censoring that. We don't talk to our crew like that. My team was filming your brave attempts to save these idiots. Gives the audience a little more reason for why they should stay in line, you know? After all, if I do this to my own daughter, imagine what I'd do to someone who wasn't. You're a monster. Flattery will get you nowhere, Kit Kat. Well, it doesn't matter now. Do whatever you want. We're getting out of here. We fixed the boat, and there's nothing you can do to stop us now. We're getting out of here. Saying garbage like that is just playing with fire, love. The earth started to shake. Even though we were on a boat, I could tell the island was rumbling. In the distance, a metal barrier slowly rose out of the ocean all around the island, climbed higher and higher till it cast a shadow over the boat, higher and higher till the only daylight we could see was just from a circle above us. We were trapped. How about we play a game, little rats? Damien spoke down to us from some kind of holographic screen on the walls. He gestured to some kind of machine behind him. Looked like a strange kind of stadium. I've got myself a little switch here that controls the barrier. One push of this and you'd be free to go. Be easy for you to waltz on in and flip it. You've gotten rid of all our security. But this switch is only going to work if you have 2 people's handprints with producer-level clearance. Sure, you've got Cat, but you'll never be able to get mine. He pulled out the same gun I had been shot with before. Though, don't let that stop you from trying. The hologram disappeared with a click, leaving us in an uneasy silence. I knew that wasn't the end. Dude, this keeps going. I'm not expecting it, but damn. Our hands are tied. We've got no choice but to go back. Hello? He's got a gun. He'd take us down before we even have a chance to grab him. We've got no choice, though. If we wait here, it's only a matter of time before they can send people after us. Guess we have to head back to the beach. Let's turn this around. We've got an ass to kick. No, that's exactly what Damien wants you to do. The turning around part or the ass kicking? I'll leave that to your imagination. Damien has a script that he wants to see play out. People try to revolt, fail, and get killed. Guarantee you, if we just do that, he has a plan for it. He'll find some way to turn us against each other, and then none of us will be making it out of here alive. Even so, we can't just stay here and wait till we're out of time. Ash and I will go flip the switch. Besides, we're the only two people here who can do anything about it. What do you mean by that? I thought only you and I'll explain on the way. There's no time. Ash, are you ready to run? I knew I had something. My name is the password. I won't allow it. There's no way you're letting Ash go back there without us. You said it, sister. I'm not letting you all lose your one chance of getting out of here. Scarlet, please. You know exactly what Damien is capable of. I don't like this cat. I know. Let them go. Believe me, I hate this. I hate this to my core, but Kat's right. Kat didn't waste a moment. She reached for my hand. Oh, new music! Before I knew what I was doing, we ran off the boat together and back to the mansion as fast as we could. I was running on pure instinct like my body had done this before countless times. Looked back to the boat just once, but I couldn't help but linger for a moment. I could tell from their faces that they wanted to be running with me and not waiting for us to come back. It's going to make Damien pay for making them suffer like this. When we went back to running, I followed Kat's lead. It's earlier than I planned, but there's no time for the present for exposition about your past. It would be good to know why I'm running with you. Would I happen to be resistant to bullets? We'll find out if you are together. Though, if you look at your history, I'd say no. Hey, I survived the last time you shot me. I'm pretty resistant. Touche. Before you came onto the show, you were a producer, just like me. Uh-huh. I thought something was going there. We used to work together. We were partners. More ways than one, though. That was forever ago. Living and working on this island was the only life I'd ever known. Sounds awful, but I didn't have a problem with running these shows. There was nothing different to compare it to. But then I met you. I got no idea what would bring someone like you to this island, but you. Meeting you changed me. She smiled like I'd never seen before. You made me see that there was a world out here that was beautiful. You made me hope that I could be a part of that world one day. And you helped me realize that we need to shut this place down if we wanted there to be a world out there at all. For years, we worked together to free as many people as we could from these death trap shows. We'd ship them away to safely, fake their deaths, everything. We did just that for a time. Then Damien started to suspect something was up. Each day he got closer and closer to figuring out until I knew we couldn't stay any longer. But it was too late by then. Damien caught us. I mean, you betrayed me. I can't remember much, but I remember you and we were together. And then you sold me out right when we were trying to escape? Why? Like I said it before, I didn't have a choice, and I still don't. I know you have no reason to trust me anymore, and I don't expect you to. But we need each other's help to get off this island now. Since both of us are technically still producers, we can activate the switch if we work together. We don't even have to take Damien down, though I doubt he'd let us use it that easily. Can you trust me enough for that? Honestly, I don't know. A part of me wants to trust Kat, the same part that unconsciously remembers that I did for years and years. But how can I forget that betrayal, even if she has her reasons? Sure, I'll keep an eye on her. We got back to the mansion. Kat made a beeline for the lab. I ran with her as fast as I could. Footsteps down the winding metal staircase echoed like thundering drum. You're about to see the real reason why the show is on this island. Kat took out her master key and slid into a hidden socket in a wall behind one of the tanks. Click. Don't say I didn't warn you. The same wall split into two doors, slowly revealing another hidden staircase. You think you guys can get an elevator instead? I said the same thing! As soon as I took one step down the staircase, I could tell something was different. Something was telling me that we shouldn't go down there. Come on, we don't have time to waste. I've got nothing to lose. With each step, it grew darker and darker. Eventually, I couldn't even see my hand in front of my face. Then, light. Blinding light, and applause? The stadium. Welcome, welcome. You finally made it. Damon's face was plastered over countless screens in a stadium that could fill tens of thousands of people. There's a maze. Do you see that? There's a maze. Oh my god. Countless cameras littered the seats, all focused on center stage, a battleground sprawling with a maze-like walls of all shapes and sizes and littered with guns. Thanks to the walls, we couldn't see Damien directly, but we knew he was here from the screens. We wouldn't have a show without you idiots, so I'm glad you actually came back. Aw, man, you can even bring back the others? You're no fun. You just gotta make me work, huh? Anyway, congrats on making it this far, etc., etc. I gotta say, I'm proud of you for making it here, daughter of mine. I'm impressed that you remembered your old haunt just from a few seconds of video. Now thanks to you, dirtbag. Is that any way to thank someone who gives you a room and board? You gave Ash a way nicer room than I ever got. Blame your mom for that one, kid. Anyway, how about you be a dear and explain the game we've got going on here? The switch we're looking for is somewhere in here. Problem is, so is Damien, and he's got a gun. And more ammunition he needs to kill both of us. What about the weapons on the ground? Maybe there's something we can use to level the playing field. It's all we can do, but the odds aren't in our favor. Most of the weapons laying around are useless. They weren't meant to make people lose hope. They were meant to make people lose hope that they could fight back. Most is better than all of them, at least. Well, yes and no. There's no hope to lose if they knew all of them were fake. That's Damien's MO. He'll give the people trapped on this shows just enough hope for escape, and he'll use that to trap you. Real guns among the fakes. Boats and planes when you're trapped on an island. If we're going to make it through this, you can't fall for his game. Understand? Loud and clear. Let's go. There's no time to waste. We ran from wall to wall, taking cover between each time. Whenever we had a chance, we'd pick up what would look like a gun and see if it was real. We only had seconds to check for each one. Damon was hot on our trail. Gunshot rang out, blowing a hole through the wall Cat and I were hiding behind. What's the matter? You're like two rats in a lab. He fired again. Shrapnel from the wall scraped my arm. Ah! It was like my arm had been lit on fire. Ash, you okay? I'll live, don't worry. We need to find a weapon. And we need to find the switch. We ran behind another wall, narrowly dodging another shot from Damien. It dawned on me that he wasn't even trying to hit us. He was trying to make us scared. And it was working, but why? He's reloading. Come on. We dashed out from behind a wall and ran past Damien, looking desperately for the switch and any weapons we could find. We managed to pick up 2 pistols, capped the same. Damn, looks like they were fake too. How is yours looking? I took a look at my first one. Upon further inspection, it was clear it was no more than a plastic toy. But the second one, I realized the second I did, it was real, with a single bullet loaded. Alright, that's good, let's... Another shot rang out, blowing a hole in the wall just next to where my head was a second ago. How come he gets that hand cannon? The budget's got to go somewhere, I guess. Anyway, we've got the gun. That's probably the only real one in the stadium. We need to find the switch now. Even with the gun, we're no match for him. Sounds good to me. We ran further through the stadium, opposite the entrance, until we were square in the middle of the stadium. And there it was, the switch. You'd think they'd have hit it better. Demon's laughter echoed through the arena as he reappeared on the screens above the arena. Congrats, you found the switch. It's a fake. It's a damn shame I forgot to mention something about the switch here. It won't do jack shit even if you both have access, as long as I've got a heartbeat. And I plan on sticking around, but I'm not heartless. In fact, I think I'm a pretty decent guy for what I'm about to do. Cat looked like she had just seen a ghost. Cat, Ash, I've got an offer you can't refuse, but only one of you can claim it. If either of you kills the other one, I'll let the one left standing go. We'll forget this ever happened, and we'll call it a wrap on find love or die trying. I'll even let the survivor leave the island. I can even guarantee I'm telling the truth because this is airing live to the world right now. People bow down and get in line because I tell them the truth, because they know I keep my word. They wouldn't believe me for a second if I ever went back on it, you know? Not a bad deal, huh? Especially considering that if no one takes that offer, I'll just kill both of you. I'm giving you 5 minutes to decide, and then I'm coming for you. Screen shut off. Hey, that's kinda mean. And I looked at each other, a mix of horror and fear on their face. And there was no doubt that mine mirrored hers. Ash, I can't imagine what's racing through your head right now. You probably think I'm going to betray you again, right? I was at a loss for words. You don't have to say anything. Look, I can't blame you for doubting me. And honestly, if you just shot me right now, I'd be okay with it. Because then you'd be free to go. I know Damien will keep his word. But if there's even the slightest chance that you want me to be able to escape from here too, then I need to ask you something that I know sounds insane. What is that? I need you to give me the gun. The only real one we've got. Look, I'm not stupid enough to not know how that sounds. The simple reality is, I've known you for so long now, and one thing I know about you is that you're a terrible shot. Me, I'm as good as you can get on this island. I think our best bet to taking him down, but I understand completely if you're not willing to trust me, if you think I'm lying. I get it. If you don't trust me, she closed her eyes and pressed her finger against her forehead. Then please just make it quick. The gun in my hands had never felt so heavy. On one hand, a guarantee that I can make it out of here alive. On the other, trusting Kat. Can I trust Kat after all that she's done to me? Can I really believe her words when the memories that prove or deny them are lost to me? I've got no time, I have to choose. Oh! Okay. I'm saving. Yes. I'm saving. I'm trusting Kat. I'm trusting Kat. If that's my downfall, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be so mad. I'm trusting Kat. Trust Kat. Trust you, Kat? I held out the gun to her. You do? After everything I've done? After everything you've done? Yes, I still trust you. I know you've been forced to do some awful things to people that didn't deserve it. But I know there's good in you, and I believe in that good. Take it. Thank you, Ash. She took the gun from my hands. I won't let you down. Well, if you do, it's not like I'd be around long enough to regret it. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. Let's do this. Okay. We decided to seek Damien out and try to get the drop on him, rather than waiting for him at the switch. My heart was practically beating out of my chest. I couldn't tell if Kat was nervous as I was. If she was, she hit it with the same poker face she always had. We dashed to another wall for cover, looked around and repeated. How much time had passed? It feels like we've been looking for him for hours with the pressure, though I know it can't be more than a few minutes. As the minutes passed by, I could tell that Kat was growing more and more impatient. She trained her gun whenever she looked, her trigger finger ready to shoot her only bullet at any time. Left, right, glanced around and looked at her and back again. Her hands were shaking. Look left, look right. We've got one shot to make or break it. Look back to Kat. Checking around a corner ahead for us. She looks left, she looks right. Takes everything I have to stay focused. Don't think about dying, not even the possibility. She turns to look back at me. Oh no. Damon's walking closer and closer from behind her with his gun resting on his shoulder. He can't be more than 10 meters away. He slowly lifts the gun off of him, resting position. Before I know it, I'm turning towards her with everything I have. I'm running towards her with everything I have. Something is making me run, something I've forgotten, something I'm starting to remember. It's the two of us at the beach, I can see it now. How many hours has it been? We made it to the ship, but it wasn't enough. The alarms were deafening, security was going to be here any minute. When our saving grace, our ship wouldn't start. That's it then. I never heard Kat sound so desperate. Well, at least we tried, right? Who else can say that? She lowered her head and leaned on me. No, we're not giving up just yet. There's nothing we can do. The engine's broken, and the guards will be here any minute. We've got at least some weapons. It's not over yet. Grabs the precious few firearms we had and split them between us. There's two of us and hundreds of them. There's no point. Not to mention, you're a terrible shot. You're right. Taking them head on would be suicide, but that's not what you'll be doing. Me, I'm just some nobody, but you're the big man's daughter after all. Your words mean a lot to them. She was horrified. I would be too if I was put in her shoes right now. No, I won't let you do this. We don't have a choice. Look around. Look, I'm not happy either, but both of us dying here would be worthless. But if you live, you get a second chance to make it out of here. A second chance to see the other side. I know, but what's the point if it's not with you? You'll have to find out yourself. They're almost here. Come on, we're running out of time. Hands were shaking. It looked like she was going to drop her gun any second. I hate you for this, you know. I know, and I'm sorry. She slowly raised her arms and trained the gun sights directly at me. And now we wait. Can you do me a favor? What's that? Don't shoot me in the face, please. I'm rather proud of you. I don't know what I'd do without my supernaturally good looks. She laughed through the tears. I would have still loved you even without them. Right back at you, Kat. She kissed me for the last time. I love you, Ash. I love you too. Sorry, but it's gonna be the face. Let me take off the safety. Wait, I didn't sign up for this. I heard my favorite sound one last time. I hear the guards coming out. We've only seconds left. The bright side, I won't owe you $10. Our bet? She laughed. I think it's pretty clear who won the bet. I can see the guards now. My time's up. What makes you say you did it? I'm alive? Everything hurts so bad. I almost wish I wasn't. Shock must have knocked me out cold. Coughed up blood, my vision flashed in and out rapidly, too fast to tell if I had been fatally shot. It was all I could do to try to stay conscious. As you said, Father, anyone who breaks your laws must be punished. I could just barely make out her voice, but it brought comfort to me. You really do take after me. You've made your old man very, very proud. Oh, will you look at that? Our little hero's got some life in him. You know, Ash, you're in luck. See the whole escaping thing? I'm afraid I'm going to have to fire you. No severance. I tried to make a witty comment back, but the only thing that came out of my mouth was coughed up blood. But you're in luck. A new opportunity has just opened up, and I think... He kicked me in the stomach, then rolled me over with his foot. You'd be the perfect fit. He laughed as he crushed my palm under his foot. You might think I'm going soft on you by not killing you outright. He looked down at me, then back at her. But mark my words, you'll both wish I had. Do whatever you want, I don't care. Oh, do whatever you want. I care about Ash anymore. He laughed maniacally. I never did like Ash much anyway. My vision fading, his words turned into vapor as I feel myself crumble into nothing. Last thing I saw was her face. She was holding the river back with everything she had. Who are you going to fool with the poker face like that? Cat. I love you, always have, always will. I'm so sorry for what I forced you to do. Even more so, I'm so sorry that you'll be alone now. I hope one day you'll understand. Flashback to reality. I've almost reached Cat. Pushed myself to run faster and faster, faster than I have ever ran in my life. Cat doesn't see him, but she sees me, the alarm going off in my eyes. Demon points the gun at his daughter. He's preparing to take the shot. Cat starts to turn around, but there's no time. Damien's finger pulls back on the trigger. What am I doing? I see the world turn to slow motion. Why am I throwing away my life for Cat? These memories, they're mine, yet not at the same time. Who can say if I'm the same person as before who loved her so much? Who can say if these memories form a completely different me compared to what I am now? There's no time for answers. Even if I've forgotten you over and over, somehow I remember you and I know that I would do anything for you. I pushed past Cass and threw myself in front of her because I love her. A gunshot rings out. It's like my body is struck by lightning and set aflame. Fires again and again. Oh my god, undescribable pain ripples through my body as shot after shot rips through me. It's not like the movies where someone can stand up after being shot over and over. Firing stops and my vision starts to fade. I can barely hear him reloading over the sound of my body screaming in agony. My knees buckle, I start to fall. As I fall, I can see Cat with her gun trained on Damien. There's no fear in her eyes. Her hands aren't shaking, but she's biting her lip so hard that I can see it's bleeding. The last thing I see before the dark takes me is her finger pressing down on the trigger. Damien fires back. Oh, man. Okay, wake up. She's alive? Please don't die. What's happening? Am I alive? I've never heard her sound so desperate. Please just wake up. Can't lose you again. Not again. Took everything I had just to open my eyes and breathe. Kat was cradling me in her arms, tears streaming down her face. Thank God, don't pass out again. You've almost gave me a heart attack. Sorry, Kat, I coughed up blood. Save your strength. Did you get him? We did. That's great. The switch? Should be able to get it now. But you're in no shape to walk. And to be honest, I'm not in the best shape either. Looked up at her and felt my heart drop. You've been shot, she laughed. Yeah, now that I know what it feels like, I'm even more sorry for shooting you back than on the beach. There's nothing else you could have done, Kat. That didn't stop me from regretting it every second for the past 2 years. That day, I made a promise to myself. Didn't matter how many people I'd have to hurt or how much I would have to hurt. I would get you off this island alive and well, even if it was the last thing I did. Even if I had to see you fall in love with somebody else 100 times. Even if I knew it meant I could never be with you again. I made a promise back then I'd keep it, even if it kills me. Slowly, Kat tried to lift me off the ground onto her back. She screamed and coughed up blood as she tried to lift me up. Stop, you're going to get yourself killed. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Don't do that. She lifted me onto her back and took one step towards the switch. I told myself back then, she stepped forward again, her legs were trembling, that if you weren't leaving this island alive, neither would I. Another step closer, because I love you, you know. One more step. I know you don't remember most of our time together. Her breath was getting ragged. She takes several steps and have to pause for breath. Honestly, I'm glad you even remember bits and pieces. I'm grateful for whatever I can get. The switch is in sight. Maybe the you I fell in love with doesn't exist anymore. We're so close to it yet so far. But I'd like to believe it's still you, Ash. That you're still the same Ash that I fell in love with. We were just steps away from the switch. But I'm still the one you love. She laughed bitterly. It's just wistful thinking, I know. We're here. We made it. She coughed up blood again. Need to put your hand on the scanner. Can you do that? Got it. I used the last of my strength to reach my hand forward. With every inch I drew closer to it, my vision grew darker. Pushed harder and harder with everything I had. Got it. My turn. Done. All that's left is to pull the switch. Sorry, Ash, I'm going to have to put you down for a second. No problem. Kat gently rested me on the ground. I can barely stand now. She stumbled towards the switch. She managed to catch it. She tumbled towards the switch. She managed to catch it with her hands and used it to keep herself upright. Here we go. The moment we'd all been waiting for. She pulled it with the last of her strength. A second later, she fell to the ground by my side. A cacophony of machinery filled the stadium. That must have been the barrier opening. We did it. I'm sorry, Ash. What for? I don't think we're getting out of here after all. I can't even move. It's okay. We had a good run, you know? Guess you could say that. At least the girls will be able to get out of here. They deserve better than to die here. Yeah, I love you, Ash. Always have and always will. For the last 2 years, I dreamed of us starting a new life together somewhere far from here. But I guess life's not like the movies. Dreams don't come true. I wish we could have met in a different place, a different time. Maybe just then Kat, her eyes closed, streams of tears ran down from both her eyes. My vision blurred, even more tears welled up in my eyes. If we could have met in a different place, a different time, I'm sure our story would have been so different. Wish we could have, Kat. I tried to move close to her, but my body refused. So all I could do was move my head around. I looked around in futility for some kind of miracle that would save us both. This is too sad an ending. I looked to Kat. I looked to the heavens, which had all but abandoned us. I looked behind us. It's gonna be the group, and I saw what could only be described as angels. I tried to speak, but no words came out. I must be dreaming. The world turned to black. Am I dead? If I keep asking myself that, it's bound to be right sooner or later. But somehow I think there's more to come in my story. And I know there's one person that I want to spend the rest of it with. No! 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 I hate. I knew this was coming. I didn't realize it was Kat was gonna be included at the. Save right here, right now. I'll love again. Okay. I'm going to pick, and then I'm gonna have a bonus episode where I go through different timelines. Okay, I'm picking Kat because it only seems fair after the 2 years she spent suffering, like she didn't betray, like all this stuff. It feels only right to pick Kat for that scenario. Kat. Game crashed. I woke up in an unfamiliar room. Is the room shaking? I tried to get up. Oh, ouch. Oh, God damn it. Gosh. God. I looked down and my body had been bandaged up enough to look like a mummy. But I'm alive. Ash, you're up. Oh, hey, Yui. Where are we? On the boat, miles away from the island by now. That's a relief. Everyone's okay. I'll let you be the judge of that. Yui ran off and came back a few moments later. You had us worried. I'm glad to see you're alright. You didn't make it easy to save you either. And, oh, and if you find yourself craving brains and bananas, that's entirely unrelated to how I treated you. I'm just thankful it worked. It's so good to see you safe and sound. If you died after all we've been through, I'd kill you. Thanks, Tara. But I'm really happy that you're here for me to say that too. You did great, Ash. The Resistance could use somebody like you. Besides, it doesn't look like you have a real job anymore, huh? Thanks, guys. You really stuck out your neck to save Kat and I could never thank you enough. It's what you would do for us. Indeed, we ran after you two just moments after you left. There's no point in us escaping if it wasn't with you. Yeah, I know Kat said not to, but hey, I didn't remember that at the time, so it's all good. We managed to save the Brothers 5, too. Couldn't just let them be stranded after, well, all that we've been through together. So glad to hear that. There's no way we could have escaped without them. I nervously looked around the room. Is Kat? Kat's doing well, too. She's resting in the other room next door. She didn't think you wanted to see her. I see. Thanks for letting me know, Yui. I should be thanking you. None of us would have made it off the island if it wasn't for you and Kat. It's true, despite whatever you may hear Tara say. I'm just saying, I have a pretty mean right hook. I'm so glad to see you all. I've got no idea what the world ahead has for each of us, but whatever it has in store, we'll face it together. You bet. I'm surprised you can say that with a straight face, but yes. I wouldn't have it any other way. Really use you as a PR person for the Resistance, Ash. You've got a thing for speeches. Wait a minute, if everyone's here and Kat next door, who's driving the boat? Everyone looked at Tara. And that's a series exit for Terabyte. She ran off like a cartoon character. Forgot her. I forgot. Did it ever mention that her name was Terabyte? Which is such an awful pun. We laughed together. It felt like it'd been so long since we could just laugh. No cameras, no fear, just friends fooling around. Anyway, it's so good to see you're okay. That said, team, we're going to give Ash some time to rest. Once again, I'm not trying to quarantine you because we didn't use a zombie virus unique properties to save you. Thanks, Scarlet. And thank you, everybody, for coming to see me. Don't mention it. We're on this together. And all that, right? See you later, Ash. Alright, enough with the cheese. Get out of here before Ash before Ash needs rest? Yes. Zombie technology. And with that, I was alone. I thought they'd never leave. Hey, Scarlet, what's up? Nothing, she was hiding as a wrench behind her back. Need to give you a shot for good luck. Right. Put my arm out forward. Well, the doctor knows best. I'm not a doctor. She injected the good luck into my arm. Just want to say thanks again. My life went off the rails back at the island, even before the show. That's putting it lightly. She laughed. I know if I stayed there, I never would have been truly happy for the rest of my life. Never would have been able to help people ever again. So, thank you again, Ash. You've been out, so there's no way you'd know, but today's the day that would have been the last day of the show, the final ceremony where you ask one of the girls to be with you. Now, I'm not saying anyone's rushing you for a proposal, but I think everyone wants to hear an answer from you. Kind of decision takes some time to think over, so I figured you need a little space. Thanks, Scarlet, you're right. It's my pleasure. She kissed me on the cheek. Well, I'll see you later. See you, Scarlet. Scarlet, you little... I still really like you, Scarlet. You're great. And I was alone in the room. It's a tough choice, but I know it's one I have to make. They're all such incredible people. I'd be lucky to be with anyone. I sat in silence for a time, both resting and contemplating what to do. Is it a life of excitement with Allie? Life of rediscovery with Scarlet? Life of enjoying the simple things with Yui? Life with challenging our limits with Violet. Life with freedom with Tara. And then I just knew. Got up from the bed. I got up, okay. Walked from the door of my room. Looked for the room next to mine. There. Looked through the window and I just knew. I opened the door. Hey. Hey, Ash. You look like hell. You don't look much better. I'm surprised your face is intact. It's survived a lot now, hasn't it? Yeah. You know the girls are hoping you'll ask one of them out today. They'll get the wrong idea if they see you in here. I came here for you, Kat, and only you. You've been there for me, and even before I can remember meeting you. There's no way I could have ever gotten off this island, or anyone else could have if it wasn't for you. I know there's not so much we could figure out. Oh, and I know that there's so much we have to figure out, and so much we don't know in this world. But I know I want to face that world with you. Kat. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, there's never been like a little... Oh, the cute artwork with Kat. That's never been a thing. Tears are streaming down her face. I didn't want to hope for it. I walked next to her, got down on one knee. Oh, I tried so hard to convince myself that I tried so hard to convince myself that it would never happen because it was too painful to even hope. I don't have a ring or anything, but I'm sure I can get one later. You don't need a ring. Will you marry me? Yes, yes, yes. I love you, Kat. I love you too, Ash. More than you could ever know. Wherever life takes you is where we'll go. Where I'll go. We held each other close and kissed for the first time in years. Memories flooded back with every passing moment. The day we met, our first kiss, fights in the rain, making out, the joy of just being with the person you love. The day I proposed to her. The first time. It happened the first time? Well, that's okay. It seems only fair that this is the right decision. This feels like it should be the accurate decision. Okay? You can fight me if you wanted me to pick someone else, but this is... You don't just like... Because your partner's father was toxic doesn't mean you can't look past that. I know that just... You can't... your parents are not you, you know? You're detached from that. Okay? And now today, and I'm sure there's many more to come. Here's to making new memories together with Kat. I love you. Ah! That was so good. That was so good. Wow. Wow. Auden, is that your name? The person who's done almost all of this game, it looks like. And me. I don't want to pronounce the names wrong. Oh. Sweet Dove. This was so fun. And like, oh god, my game is dying? Hello? Oh god, everything broke. No! Oh, okay. Hold on, I turn that down for a second. Hold on, I can't have it just empty. There we go. To the makers of this game, and you guys did an amazing job. I had such a good time with this, and I swear, if I remember correctly, because I got this over a year ago, this was free on Steam. This was what, a 10-hour, it was a full-fledged game with amazing art and a full in-depth story. It had so much to it. It did really well of making me like get all mushy and get my feelings all crazy, and like this was an amazing experience, and I'm so glad I found this game. I think I was literally just scrolling through like Steam suggestions and this came up, and I don't know what to say. Like, this was a genuine, like, enjoyable experience, and it makes me want to play it again. I want to try different routes. I want to try different texts. I know, like, the first half with the, first 3 dates with everyone, I think that pretty much stays the same, but I don't know. I'm guessing so, but I don't know. Like, it was just such a crazy experience, and I really enjoyed this. And so, shout out to the developer, the artists, the story directors, like all of you, and hopefully I can play the credits properly when I do a bonus episode, but this was so much fun, and I'm just glad that I found this. I had never seen anyone play it. I had known nothing about it prior, and I couldn't be more happy with this. It was an awesome time, an awesome game, and I can't wait to try other options. I am so excited. This playthrough, I'll say, is the canon. This is my canon. Still love Scarlet with a passion. I think my second place, I'm talking about the 5, not talking about Cat. I don't know where to place Cat right now. Top is Scarlet. Second is Terra. And then, man, I can't place the others. I don't even know if Terra's second. I can't even place them. Why can't I even place them? I think Scarlet stood out to me because of the nerdy scientist that I kind of vibe with, as well as the drive to help people, and the, I appreciated that drive, and it's something that I share with Scarlet. I have that drive to help people, and, like, I'm in engineering and I want to build things not just for my own enjoyment, but for other people as well. Scarlet just holds a place in my heart. But this was such a good game. This was so good. They did so well with the character development. They did so well with giving everyone backstory, giving, everything, like, was there for a reason, and, like, oh, it's just so good. I liked that it was predictable enough where I could be like, oh, Cat's the person I'm dreaming about, and then still not know where it was all going. Oh, so good. I have no more to say. I look forward to seeing you guys in the bonus episode that is definitely coming. I want to try out other things with this game. And, yeah. For those of you who actually watched this series and enjoyed it with me, thank you for coming on that journey with me. I hope you guys play for this game for yourself, support the developers, support the people that put this together. It was a great game. I literally have no negatives to say. I can't think of anything. I have no grime, I have no nothing. This was a great game. I had loved it so much. And, but as a person who's like, I wouldn't expect myself to play a lot of dating sims, this one's really good. I really enjoyed it. But soon we'll do more dating sims. Why? I don't know. But until then, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. I've lost all sense of my vocabulary. Terra, liking the praises. Oh, it's just a nightmare. Oh god, wait. I actually thought that was genuinely happening. I got fooled. Damien's gonna come in and do something. Damien's gotta come and do something.